One thing that I feel into in my practice as much as I can when I remember to do it, and it's more and more of a habit, is that when I sit down before I start with prayers or any structure that I've learned from my teachers, I take a moment and check in. How am I doing right now? How am I feeling? Am I feeling like I'm, nourished and ready to be here? Or am I resisting? Am I feeling sad from the events of the week or the day before? Or what needs to be felt right now so I can meet myself in the present moment right now with the truth of what is? And if I can spend just even, sometimes it just takes a few breaths, sometimes it takes longer. If I can start my practice that way, then the more formal, you could say, structured practice is more honest, it's more nourishing, and feels more inspiring. And our practice is a part of us. So then we learn how to be in that relationship with ourselves. And then that's when practice really has the long-term commitment of like, yes, I want to be with this forever until enlightenment. Yeah. Yeah, so that's one, those are ways that we have maintained our heart kind of big view love affair with our practice. And now we want to go into some kind of nuts and bolts practical aspects, because that's also where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. And I wanted to mention that it's very normal for people, especially in the beginning of their meditation experiences, to have this honeymoon period where it's easy and flowing, again, like a relationship. But then after that time fades away, there can be other experiences like resistance or turbulence or emotional upheavals, things that aren't so easy to be with. That is totally normal. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or something wrong with the practice. It's actually a good sign that things are moving, that you're dredging the depths of your psyche, you're doing your work. And the practice of meditation, beyond any other kind of visualization or mantra or formal sadhana that you may have learned, the essential purpose of meditation is to develop the capacity to come home to ourselves, to be aware and present with whatever is arising, whether it's bliss or torment and everything in between. And so the suggestion when you're feeling those upheavals and the challenges in this phase of your development of your practice is to just keep practicing and meeting yourself where you're at. And that will continue to nourish you even in the hard times. Continue to come home to the sensations in your body. Felt experience has been a really key part for me. Also, when we get upset in our life, whether we're having a challenging relationship or having work dynamics that are challenging us, if we're having emotional upheavals in our life, for some reason, and I don't know why this is, I'm sure maybe you guys have good, insight into this, but for some reason, when we need practice most of all, we tend to not practice. So when these emotional upheavals come up, don't avoid sitting, but actually it's very crucial to just sit yourself down, take some breaths, and feel those feelings within the midst, and that can be very healing.